What's the deal with that bitch anyway?
That's V.
Hold up, like VV?
Yep.
That V, she's a very rude person.
V. In 2 words, I'd say dangerously intriguing.
She's very smart and very manipulative.
Bad seed. And you can feel it when you're around her. Her bad seediness.
She's terrifying.
She devil, evil.
Psychopathic and charismatic.
The demon seed on 2 legs.
Loving. This is from my perspective. Maybe volatile also.
Someone you don't want to mess with.
Every season, we start with the broad strokes of what we want to do, and for season 2, it was Oz comes to Kansas.
I'm V.
Welcome to prison.
Welcome back, actually.
We were like, what would happen if someone who was a destructive force and someone from Tasty's past came in and really became the leader of these women?
So we introduced V as the sort of hardcore criminal who comes into this summer camp prison environment.
Bringing in V was a way to bring something that wasn't our show into our show and see how it shook everything up.
That woman don't play around. Don't get in her way. Or mine. You hear?
V is maybe the one character on the show who is basically a straight-up sociopath.
She's a mother figure who actually is just out for herself, but makes people believe that she's looking out for them, which is the most evil character I can imagine.
I'll see you at home for dinner, baby.
With most of the characters, we do try to eventually come around on them and show another side to them, or why do they act like that? And V was the one person who we sort of had all agreed from the outset, she doesn't really have that redeeming character.
You're a nice friend.
I don't remember us exchanging woven bracelets. Your first mistake was not having backup.
This character deserved to be in prison on some level, but I didn't realize how bad she was. I thought she was just, you know, complex. It wasn't until I got to set that first day that I realized how uncomplicated she actually was going to turn out to be.
Cindy, right?
Depends.
Would you be willing to do an errand for me?
Ain't you real polite using your white folks' words to get free work?
Something about her was very intoxicating, and she has this lioness, maternal being and spirit that you're sort of drawn to that. But her psychology's a little messed up.
It's funny, before I knew how season 2 was going to end, we had these little, how shall I put this, uncomfortable encounters.
Rosa, right?
How kind of you to remember. She would hand me a book about cancer or do something kind of untoward toward Miss Rosa.
Danielle?
And I thought to myself, this cannot end well. Little did I know. You are a very rude woman.
You wound me.
What Suzanne sees in V is somebody who she feels like sees her for the first time. And so that made me approach her this season from a place of extreme loyalty.
Everybody else around here underestimates you, but not me. You are a garden rose, and that bitch is a weed.
Me, Uzo, I love Suzanne so much, and I can see the kind of woman that V is and how she's using her, and I just wanted to grab her and say, no, don't do it. No, just think this through a little bit longer. Does this seem like it's gonna work out for you?
Yo, why would you take the blame when you ain't done nothing? That woman is evil and she's trying to frame you and do you harm.
No, don't you dare!
dare speak ill of her?
Lorraine, she was one who, when they audition, you just see it and you go, oh my God, that's V. Like, that is V. She came in, she had a cigarette, was smoking, and just totally inhabited this role. And in fact, I had a conversation with her the night before she was starting to really talk about the character. And she was like, does anyone like me? And I said, no. I'm sorry, but no.
There were certain words that were attributed to her, which I frankly didn't appreciate, that she was psychotic and manipulative. And I took them with a pinch of salt, and then I went about playing my version of V, who was a loving, caring, maternal survivor.
I got you now, tasty girl.
You can't love a sociopath, and my job was to love V in order to play her, at least compassionately love her.
Come on, okay.
I loved working with Lorraine Toussaint. The first time I worked with her was in the bathroom scene where we have our encounter. And I remember thinking, wow, we're gonna go here.
Gloria, I was hoping that we could be friends.
You wanna fuck with me? You don't wanna fuck with me.
I gave you cigarettes.
And I gave you cake, but that don't mean that we're friends.
And we were able to really get ugly with each other and get in each other's faces, and then afterwards, you know, go, that was good.
I remember specifically the moment where all of us confront her with the locks. And she was standing over Danielle. I remember Danielle saying, it's hard for me to get up when she's standing over me. And Lorraine says, that's intentional. So seeing how she uses different techniques to pull something out of the actors is quite remarkable.
The most challenging scene to play was the fight between myself and Red.
You have more balls than I thought.
Who's pathetic now?
It was hard to do. I mean, it was physically difficult. It was emotionally difficult to keep regurgitating that level of animosity.
It was long, hard, cold, wet. And we had to hit all of these notes. And I think that we did. But foremost among them was that mutual, absurd laughter. The dissolving into that laughter of recognition that there's no way I'm going to kill her. Oh, no.
By the end, I think both Kate and I were so raw. We barely said goodnight, which is unusual. We just needed to get away from that feeling, that truly toxic feeling in our bodies. That was a tough night.
When the pirates are boarding, you don't sink the ship, you fight the damn pirates.
Say again?
How about I kill the bitch?
We knew fairly early on that we wanted V to die.
We had thought of her getting run over by the van very, very early, but then exploring 1,000 other ways that she could go down. I mean, I think there was a period in time where she was going to get stuck in the tunnel, but ultimately I think that the sound of metal hitting flesh probably is the best way.
Originally, we had sort of planned on Tasty killing V. But even though he is this selfish, horrible, evil person, it's character assassination when somebody kills someone. And we try and be really careful with our body count on Orange is the New Black. And we didn't think anyone could come back from Tasty killing this person. So the only answer was Rosa with the van.
Oh, shit.
Come back here, you're gonna get in big trouble, Rosa!
There was a certain point in the season where we're like, oh my God, this woman, like, stop, because you care so much about these characters, and I wanted to see that woman go down. So pretty early on, we were gonna have that van run her down on prison grounds, and then we thought it was really fun to watch Rosa escape and V escape.
Anybody seen Parker?
We thought, we have this tunnel. It's been sitting there all season. Who's gonna use that tunnel? And we wanted that frustration of V escaping and the audience going, oh my God, that woman is really gonna get out and really gonna be free, and then to get her comeuppance anyway. So there was a kind of karmic thing that we were playing with, and it was really satisfying.
Let's just say, think twice before you hitch a ride with anyone.
Boom! Yes. Then Lorraine said, I'm not sure I'm dead. I said, I think you're dead.
Always so rude, that one.